Hey Green Teamers, it's Al Beers. I wanted to personalize a message to everybody on the Green Team. I was talking to Jeff about a week or so ago, and he said it would be a good idea for me to put together a little package on information that on my other business endeavor. When I'm not selling real estate, I have a carpet cleaning and restoration business, and we end up providing a lot of services of value to realtors. And so I'm going to take a few minutes and talk to you about what it is that I do, and then at least you'll know what I'm about. And before I do that, I want to just say I'm having a great time at the Green Team. I've been welcomed wonderfully, and especially you, Lizette, you've made it really nice to make this transition, and I really feel at home. That being said, let's talk about carpet cleaning and restoration and how it relates to helping real estate agents get their properties sold. One of the first things that I do that's really important is carpet cleaning. When a carpet is dirty and you're bringing clients in to sell a house, it's just not going to happen. You know, it's just one more thing that the client says is no good. So we have a really world-class, outstanding service that gets dirt out of carpets. I'm expert at removing spots from carpets, and very often we save people the expense of replacing carpets. The second thing I do is tile cleaning, and we clean ceramic tile, and more accurately we clean the grout. The grout is really what gets dirty. You know, a ceramic tile is really a glazed surface, and you really don't need me to help you clean that, but we clean the grout. It comes out looking spectacular, and very often it looks like it's just brand new. Third thing we do is upholstery cleaning. Now that's sofas, love seats, anything that you sit on, a fabric that's there. And over the time, what happens is, you know, people are sitting on it, they're putting their hands, the kids are climbing on it, the dogs are jumping off of it. And, you know, what you sit on and watch TV or read or do something to relax suddenly becomes less a part of your home than you'd like it to be. We have a tremendously powerful process for doing that. In fact, let me show you what one of the tools looks like. Stand by. This is what's called the Dry Master tool, and what it does is it creates a waterfall of rinsing solution. So we put detergent on the fabric, we make sure that it gets all it's basically a degreaser, make sure that it gets all in there, and then we remove that soapy solution using this tool, and it creates a waterfall as well as very powerful vacuum of a rinsing agent. And when we're done, we really are able to pull the dirt out of a piece of upholstery. The next thing that we do is water damage. Now, this is hugely important and an emergency service that we render to our clients. When water gets into a home where you don't want it, it can really cause havoc. Left unattended, water can cause warping of materials, mold, mildew damage, and literally it can make a house uninhabitable. So when you run into that, we come in, we remove the existing water, we dry out the carpets, we dry out the structure, and we use very good professional equipment for that purpose, as well as testing to make sure that we're completely dry. And when we're done, we have restored a house right back to where it was before the water happened. And so that's an important thing, and I'd like you to be able to feel free to call me at any time about that. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is mold remediation. And this is a big part of our business. When mold gets into a home, it can make a home uninhabitable. And with the sensitivity of mold that we experience today, you're doing an inspection, you think you might have mold. Lucianne can relate an experience that we had recently where they were doing an inspection. They found some mold in the furnace room, and it stopped the deal right in its tracks. Well, it wasn't very expensive. We were able to come in, remove the mold effectively, apply a protective coating over the mold infected area, and be able to get this house to the closing table by issuing something that's called a certificate of completion. And it says that the mold remediation was done according to industry standards and that you're now good to go on that house. And then the final thing I want to talk to you about is mold testing. Sometimes we're in a gray area. We think we have mold, we don't know if there's a problem with it. How do you know? Well, the thing about mold that's at issue is that it becomes airborne, right? mold gets in the air and then it colonizes, and by the time you see it growing on a surface, it's almost always too late. So how do you know that you have unacceptable levels of mold in your home or not? Well, let me show you a little way that we do this. This item here is called an aerosol, and when I remove this little piece of protective coating here, I'm able to attach it to a machine that looks like this. Okay, we put it to this portion right here, and we draw a measured sample of air from the space. That air is then collected on a slide inside here. We send this sample off to a laboratory for analysis, and we can tell you with absolute scientific certainty if a space has unreasonably high levels of mold, or what we call normal state of fungal ecology. So I've been around for 17 years. I've enjoyed my cleaning and restoration business, and I know I'm good at it, if I may say so myself, but please don't take my word for it. On the bottom of this email there's a link to testimonials from my clients. I urge you to go check it out, and I hope that perhaps someday down the road of life I can be of service to you in your real estate business. So this is Al Beers from Healthy Home Cleaning and Restoration, signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.